I need to be honest with you guys, but this is one of the worst movie experience that I have ever felt in my entire life. Hey guys, the name is Jasper, and here's my reaction and my review to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So I just got out of the theater just a few minutes ago, and all I can say is that this is simply an amazing movie that if you're a Marvel fan that you guys really need to watch. It has Chadwick Boseman and T'Challa's DNA, footprints, and even lessons painted all over the entire movie, which was a great way to remind us of the legacy that the Chadwick Boseman and the T'Challa character left for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is one of the probably one of the darker Marvel movies out there. It is very emotional. There's a lot of sadness. It's very gloomy. And, the film itself deals with themes of family, death, and even world politics. It feels like the cast members themselves are mourning for the death of Chadwick Boseman because the child's fate was the same thing in the movie. His death was also sudden. What's great about this film is also the performances of just like I said of the cast. They did an amazing choice with the Namor character, or in the movie they would call him Namora. Just like what Ryan Coogler did with the first Black Panther movie, he was able to wrote the Killmonger character, which was the villain in the first film, to be very relatable, to be someone that you can resonate with. And it's the same thing here. It continues here with the second film, and you can understand why Namor has to do things that he needs to do and what his motivations are. And again, you can resonate with him on why he is the villain on this movie. I would often tell you guys that what makes a villain great is that not because they are evil, but the villains will think that whatever actions they're doing is justifiable. They feel like they are doing things right. They feel like they are the hero of their own story, and it mirrors a lot. It shows a lot in the Namor character. Riri Williams as Ironheart was a good addition to it. It adds some kind of like flair in the movie, and it's just really fun to see her. But for the other cast, especially T'Challa's mother and T'Challa's sister, which is Shuri, crazy. At least for the mother, it feels like her performance here is Oscar worthy. That's all that I can say. And Shuri, we were introduced to her in the first film as this fun being. She is like one of the comedic elements in the first movie, and now she has to do these scenes that is un-Shuri like, because she has to deal with the challenges of the passing of his brother. The story that Ryan Coogler wrote here worked really well. He displayed an amazing quality of filmmaking, and I really had a good time watching this this movie in general. However, it is pretty long. It feels like the average moviegoer will buy the tickets, go to their seats, and expect a different kind of movie. They will, I feel like they would expect some kind of Hollywood blockbuster flick with a ton of actions, a ton of those Marvel comedy stuff. But this is a very different film, like a very, very different Marvel movie. It still has the Marvel fun things that you would often get, like the mini jokes from time to time. But it felt like I'm watching an entirely different movie from a different studio. And again, this is a pretty long film. It feels like they can shed maybe 20 to 30 minutes to make the film shorter, but that is fine. I was very intrigued with each of the lines that the characters are saying. um Even though there's like a lot of slow moments in the film, especially in the first and in the second act, I am really digging it. My ears and my eyes are just right there in the screen. I just really wanted to learn more about the movie itself and even the characters. I loved how they approach the Black Panther mythology in this one in a way that I wasn't expecting. And as I mentioned earlier, there's some kind of world politics involved in this film. It's like baby Game of Thrones, at least for me. And man, but I need to be honest with you guys, but this is one of the worst movie experience that I have ever felt in my entire life. Let me explain. The movie itself is amazing. Okay? Crazy good. However, Jesus Christ, the the audience that I was with in the auditorium are freaking noisy. They keep on, talking. The couple beside me keeps on having this conversation. The girl keeps on slapping on his boyfriend, on her boyfriend, and then on the right part of the auditorium, there's like a group of teenagers and also young adults who keeps on yapping, talking over the slow scenes of the film. And that's saying something about the film itself. Just like I said, this is a movie that will not work with a lot of audience. You know, they went to the movie expecting something else, but instead they got a very different movie with very serious tones, with a lot of dialogue and stuff. And it feels like it's reflected throughout the audience that I was watching with. The teenagers and the young adults on the people around my age, they keep on going out and in the theater. Since they are on the very right and the exit is on the left, they have to go past, in front of me, maybe 50 or 70 times throughout the entire film. And I freaking hate it. And it's like, again, one of the worst. I didn't do anything because I am very intrigued with the film itself. I don't want to call security and stuff like that. But dang, people need to practice better movie etiquette. But this is a unique scenario because this is the first time that ever happened to me. In my billions of times watching movies in the theater. But again, this is one of the worst, or probably the worst movie experience that I ever felt. Imagine being a movie theater where you are very intrigued in the movie, but then The audience with you just keep on yapping throughout the entire film. I heard people yawning on the first 20 minutes, and that is saying a lot about the film itself when it comes to the pacing and the slowness of it. But for me, again, I love this film. Okay. And let's talk about the post-credit scene. Again, no spoilers, but I felt like this single post-credit scene is one of the most beautiful post-credit scene that Marvel Studios ever released. And that's all that I can say. That's my review to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. This is a 9.5 out of 10 for me. And, if you're a Marvel fan who likes the Marvel mythology, I really recommend you guys watching this. And yeah, that's my review to it. See you guys around and take care.